Hello, how you doing? Okay, so this is looking at the outline of the white robe diet, which can also be called Sunday and the Two T's, named after the days of the week you work out, Sunday and Tuesday and Thursday, or the white robe diet, or the Squirrel Girl diet. It has three names. When you're doing it, you call it the Squirrel Girl diet, though, unless you're trying to remember which days you work out. But as you can see, this is very specific. See, I have Sunday, like you set the alarm, breakfast, BMD breakfast. Notice every day starts with a BMD breakfast, and and so there's videos that go over all that. So on this day, I get to have nachos or tacos, my favorite. Making, so and the days during the week are mostly the same, but blah blah blah. So anyway, so this is a bit specific, but the basic idea is that it'd be best to look at like Monday. Okay, BMD breakfast. So you wake up, you have your breakfast, you have an electrolyte drink. Like as you're making the breakfast, you have an electrolyte drink. So I have videos on that. And then you make the BMD breakfast, and I have a video on that. So you have the same breakfast every day. This is very important. It's coffee, citrus, and 3 eggs, and it's very important because that's a very foundational. And there's videos on it. It's on eggs, and it's just like BMD stands for best meal of the day. It's the best meal of the day. And then in between breakfast and lunch, you have your mid-morning snack, or maybe it's during your first break at work, which is pecans, berries, and maybe coffee, like if it's your day off. And then lunch, this is at work, the lunch that you pack on 100% whole wheat bread, a veggie burger of any type. I put an extra thick slice of Tillamook cheese because I like that. And then with that I eat one of those or one of those. They're mostly made out of peanuts, which is really rare, and they don't use palm oil, which the orangutans need. So I have the veggie burger with extra thick slice of cheese, and the cookie for lunch. And then right when I get off work, I have a handful of walnuts and like 3 or 4 dates. And then right when I get home, I have a kale shake, and there's videos on that. And I pack my lunch for the next day. And then as I'm doing that, I have right before the kale. This should be before. Always drink the electrolyte drink on an empty stomach. That's why you do it before. You make it right at the first when you're making the meal, so that by the time you actually eat the meal, it's already absorbed. And tea and honey, there's a lot of it. It's good for your liver to have honey right before you go to bed. Tea and honey right before you go to bed. And then a salad cup. I just pour a glass of V8, and then throw just whatever. If I'm not in the mood for eating a salad, I just put all the same vegetables that I'd put in the salad into some V8 and blend it up and drink it real quick. And I call it a salad cup. Anyway, so that's how you end the day. And this is right when you get home, the kale shake and the electrolyte drink. But then you have dinner later. The dinner is different. That's where it's different. So notice everything's mostly the same all the way up to dinner. See? So there's lots of videos explaining each thing. It's because these are all really intelligent, really good choices. And so you got these really solid choices that you're doing right every day in a really solid way because you're doing it every day type thing. And then dinner is the one that's different, And then once a week, every Friday, I go out to eat with my son. Once a week, you go to a restaurant and you don't give a shit. And it's part of the diet. You're not giving a shit meal. Just get whatever you want. And it's part of the diet that once a day you go to a restaurant and eat whatever you want. I also eat some type of dessert, like a few donuts, like mini donuts, if my son's eating donuts or something like that. Just a really moderate, very modest portion of some type, a very small piece of cake or very small, something like that. Just kind of like a normal dessert once a week and a restaurant meal once a week. But other than that, I just kind of eat the same thing except dinner. But sometimes I eat the same thing for dinner too. But I try to have fish once or twice, maybe 3 times a week. And probably once a week I might have pancakes and eggs, or I had pancake and eggs. See the Kodiak cakes that are high in protein? And of course 100% pure maple syrup. Of course, everything's sweetened with stevia, and not all stevia is the same. You look at the ingredients. This is water, stevia, citric acid. It's a preservative. Everybody knows that. Sodium benzoate. Those are just preservatives, and they're just kind of basic choices. It's good that they're in there. That's rare. Sometimes they'll have bad things, even in larger quantities than the stevia. And it's like, oh no, I wanted stevia, not the other stuff that it's mostly made out of. So one stevia is not equal to the other, not equal to the other. For dinner, I'll have 1 or 2 pieces of 100% whole wheat. The 100% whole wheat part's important. If it says wheat, that doesn't mean it's wheat bread. To be wheat bread, it can be 3/4 white flour and 1/4 wheat flour, and you can call it wheat bread because it has wheat bread in it, and that's not considered a lie. So if it says 100% whole wheat, that means it's not made out of any white flour, just wheat flour, and that's what you're looking for. You want 100% whole wheat bread. And I have another video that goes over how to make an even better choice on top of that. There's some other good choices. There's still better and worse choices within that realm. But anyway, so for dinner, see, like here, just dinner, my own choice, whatever. Monday, pasta and sardines, no rice or bread, because the pasta counts as the carbo. Tuesday, Texas chili, a turkey chili stuff that I make with a green salsa. Wednesday, a fish sandwich, soup, no rice, because the sandwich has the carbo, see? And unless no sandwich, then just fish, Thursday, Texas chili, see? Because I make a bunch of Texas chili. I'm doing that now. See, I got this big old thing of it made right there, because I'll be having that probably 3, maybe 4 times this week, because I like it. Friday, a restaurant, just don't order any pork. Saturday, Texas chili on a baked potato or skillet potatoes, or no rice or bread, because the potatoes counts as the carbo, see? So so like the dinner, I have it based on whether it's my day off or not, and just plan it out. That's why this isn't how you should do it. You personalize it, but the point is that you do everything the same except for dinner, and you do it exactly, the part before dinner, you do it exactly the same. You have a BMD breakfast and watch the video, use olive oil, do it exactly like I say. Mid-morning snack and eat just that, and you don't need other food. You're not starving to death. It's not true. You'll be fine. And then for lunch, eat it. I didn't write down a Quest cookie, but have your 100% whole wheat, And then right before you go home, walnut and dates. Right when you get home, have your electrolyte drink first, and then make your kale shake as you pack your lunch for the next day. And then you have dinner. The very last thing right before bed is tea and honey. So way before that, I don't know how much before that it would be for you. You have your dinner, and dinner is kind of like the finale. It's like saying you're done eating for the day, So by the time you're done eating dinner, you should be pretty much done eating for the day, but it isn't. You'll have tea and honey, and sometimes I have some olives, maybe even a slice of cheese, with it. But anyway, so then your dinner always have a carbo with it. If it's pasta, you saw how I did that. See what I mean? And don't use sugar. Use honey. You now use honey, and you never use table sugar. You just sometimes, in your moments where it doesn't matter what you eat, there's sugar in it because other people are making it. But when you make it, nothing has sugar in it. You don't use sugar, and you don't really use salt either very much. But that's Sunday and the two T's. So as far as the workout, so the big deal is the two T's. So right after this is my workout. And the workout is actually it's based on mostly yoga. It's like a body weight exercising mixed with yoga. And then on Sunday, the idea you would think would be do that yoga thing called the two T's. The reason I call it the two T's is because just on Tuesday and Thursday, if you're not getting other extra, if it's the summer and you bicycle all day, or if you're going on a hike, if in the summer you get tons of exercise and in the winter you don't, then it's what you do in the winter. You just customize it to you. But the workout after this, that's called the two T's, that fills in all gaps. So there's never an excuse for you not to get exercise. And it's the most bare, but it's the bare minimum. And so that, it's nothing extra, nothing fancy, nothing extra tough. It's like a human should get at least that much exercise. If you're getting that much or more, you don't need to do it. But for those times that you don't have, it's that sport's not in season or whatever, then you have the two T's exercise. So it's called Sunday and the two T's because so if you do that exercise on Tuesday and Thursday, then you still have to work out one other day of the week. Maybe it's Sunday. Logically it would be Sunday, especially if it involves lifting weights or anything like that where your muscles are going to be sore. So yeah, your muscles have time to heal in between. Sunday and the two T's is everything's spread out, so it gives your body time to heal in between to make the most of it, But it doesn't have to be on Sunday, that third day, and it can be bicycling. It's called the two T's to imply that you should have something else that you do. For me, what I do in the winter is I walk to my son's house on Sunday because I don't go to work. I walk to my son's house and back, and it's like 45 minutes each way. And I count that as my exercise for Sunday. And then on Tuesday and Thursday, I don't have time because it's during the week and I'm going to work and all that. So I do the two T's, unless it's in the summer, and then I ride my bike everywhere.